Hayes over for Christopher Brown. Here he comes across the line. Brown splits the defense, passes it off, they score! Beautiful goal by Brady T. Smith on the power play, and the Greyhounds are back to within one.
Well, the second unit comes out and finds some open ice, which they have with the man advantage, but Christopher Brown back in first time in uniform in 12 games on the ice with some great moves here as he gets by the Guelph defenseman and then just slides it over to Brady T. Smith, and he snaps it into the top of the net. No chance for Colin Ellsworth there. Beautiful play, and it's 2 goals for the Hounds to 3 for the Storm with just over 6 minutes to go.
Gets it, throws it back to Reed. Lots of traffic in front. Here's Reed with a shot. Knocked him down in front. They score!
Well, right now they're indicating a definite goal, but I'm sure the Storm are going to want to look at that.
Yeah, there's Corey Stillman giving it to one of the officials there, and
there is a Greyhound player right in front of the net. I'm not sure if he came into contact with Ellsworth, but he was standing at the top of the blue paint there, so we'll see what happens.
Well, Corey Stillman is absolutely livid, Jim. Look at him. He's right on the bench, and he's giving it to the linesman, Quinnell. I think he's claiming that shouldn't have been.
Well, look at the replay here, Gino. The Greyhound player is there, and he gets hit, but he gets hit into the goalie by the Guelph player.
Reed got it ahead, but not enough to get it out. Now he gets another chance as the attack turned it over, and here comes Noel Nord across the line. Nord walking the blue line, shakes off a couple of checks. Shot goes right in front, they score! Brady R. Smith going to the net as Carter George misplayed that one, and the Greyhounds take a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, Carter George wants that one back for sure. He was not happy with the end result of that as he misplayed the puck going off the end boards. Noel Nord just getting it to the net area.
Almost overplayed it.
Yeah, and all he had to do was trap it because none of his defenders were nearby, and he let it go, came out in front, and Brady R. Smith just chips it home. Big goal for the Hounds as they dominated territorially, but couldn't get it past George, and then they get a kind of a lucky break. That's what you need sometimes against a goaltender of George's caliber.
And now here's Brady T. Smith with the puck at the half wall. Brady T. sends it to the front of the net off a skate. It goes wrap around. They score! Christopher Brown on the wraparound, and the Greyhounds lead it 2-0.
Well, Carter George makes another big stop on a redirected shot, but Christopher Brown picks up the loose puck and beats George on the wraparound. George was already down, and he couldn't get over to make the stop on that play, and the Hounds kept the pressure up as the penalty expired, and the attack couldn't get the puck out of their own zone, and Brown makes them pay. Big goal there for the Hounds is trying to beat Carter George and couldn't do it on the power play, and then Brown picks up the loose puck behind the net, and George is already down, can't get over to make a stop.
And Owen Sound Jim did have an opportunity to clear the puck out, but just got stopped at the blue line, so the Hounds take advantage of that miscue. Up the boards for Hookie. He gave it away to Mignosa. Mignosa trying to head for the net. Gets around Greenberger. Shot, he scores! Marco Mignosa. Beautiful shot upstairs, and the Owen Sound attack cough it up in their own zone and pay the price. It's 3-1 Greyhound.
What a goal by Marco Mignosa as he keeps the puck into the Owen Sound zone near the blue line, then has his feet moving, and 4 attack players are not moving their feet at all. They're just standing still around, basically, and Mignosa with a beautiful shot to pick the far corner over the glove shoulder of Carter George.
Watch this, Jim. 4 guys, and Mignosa is able to somehow score a goal.
Right, yeah. They just weren't moving. They were watching what he was doing, and that's been the case much of this game.
And then Mignosa walking out in front to Travis Hayes, and Hayes tried to go to the backhand. He had the goalie committed, but Hayes just got turned around and couldn't get the pass away. Here's Evans with a shot, and that one scores! Spencer Evans with a shot from the point. Listen got a piece of it, but it fell over his shoulder, and the Greyhounds take a 1-0 lead.
Who was that said Spencer Evans wasn't really offensive minded? Well, that was me, yeah. In this game, he's had a second chance after the first one was deflected off the goalpost and out behind Listen out of harm's way. This time around, Evans takes another shot. It's high. Listen gets a piece of it, but he doesn't know where the puck goes, and it just goes into the net behind him. So Spencer Evans with his second goal of the season, putting the Hounds up.
And a good job by the Greyhounds to keep the pressure on Jim. North Bay did have an opportunity to clear the puck, but mishandled it. And the Greyhounds pounced on the opportunities. Here's Hilton with it. Hilton got it to the blue line, and Sharon pokes it out. Christopher Brown now gets around the defense. Brown going in with a shot. He scores! First shot by Christopher Brown, and the Greyhounds back in the lead, 2-1.
Well, the Greyhounds seem to be a little lackadaisical in trying to get the puck out of their own zone. They finally do get a good breakout. Christopher Brown getting the puck at center ice. Uses the North Bay defender as a screen somewhat. Takes a shot from fairly far out, but finds the net to beat Listen. Put the Greyhounds up by a 2-1 count.
Yeah, little tip. Yeah, there's the play right there of Brown getting around the man at center, and that was a defenseman Gallivan that had committed, and Brown just blew by him, and then the defender was Manzo, and he couldn't make a play, so Christopher Brown has made a mark offensively since returning to the lineup. Procession and Carlisle both fall. Moses waiting for the puck at the blue line. Can't stop it. Brady Martin steals. One man back. 2-on-1 developing. Martin going in on goal. Shoots. He scores! Brady Martin shorthanded. Greyhounds lead it 3-1.
Well, great play by Brady Martin, one of the top penalty killers in the Ontario Hockey League. Always dangerous, even when he's killing the penalty. Anticipating plays. He breaks up play at the North Bay blue line, chips the puck out, gets to it first, and with his teammate coming up to make it a 2-on-1, Martin opts to shoot, and Jack Listen can't stop it as it just goes over his shoulder on the short side.
26th goal of the year for Brady Martin, and certainly the Greyhounds taking advantage and putting the Italian back a step, not the start North Bay wanted.
Not at all with power play.
Up the boards for Brady Martin. Martin going in on goal, passes it off. There's a shot. He scores! Marco Mignosa puts one through the legs of Listen. I think one he'd like back, Jim, but the Greyhounds take a 4-1 lead.
Yeah, definitely one Listen would like back, and you could see that one-timer coming, and Marco Mignosa didn't even seem to get quite all of it, and that might have allowed him to get the goal in this instance, unless he was trying to go top shelf, because Listen was over there, but it seemed that the puck just didn't have as much on it as Listen thought, and kind of went in off his left leg into the net, but it's a big goal to make it 4-1 for the Greyhounds. Brady Martin, once again, setting things up, taking his time, seeing Mignosa wide open, 3-goal lead.
Brady Martin will pick up the rebound. Mignosa all alone going in, a shot, he scores! Marco Mignosa got in behind the defense. Not sure where the North Bay defensemen were going, Jim, but Mignosa gets an easy one, and the Greyhounds, with their second shorthanded goal, lead at 5-1.
Yeah, Jacob LeBlanc is not happy at all about that, wondering what is going on here as Marco Mignosa stays back, and Brady Martin has control of the puck. The Italian defense watching him, and not Marco Mignosa, and he's all alone, and Jack Listen hung out to dry there. The second shorthanded goal of the game for the Greyhounds, and North Bay is going to have to step it up to get back into this contest.
Yeah, well, here's Martin along the boards, and there's Mignosa, just kind of stayed in behind everybody, snuck in front of the goaltender, and not much Listen can do there. Brady T. Smith heading up the ice with Sharon. And a penalty coming up to the Wolves as Sharon takes the feed, goes in, a goal, he scores! What a play by Sharon. There was a penalty coming up to the Wolves, but Sharon just continued on. A perfect pass goes upstairs on Krawchuk, and the Greyhounds are on the board. Sudbury's lead cut to 2-1.
Beautiful play by Jordan Sharon and Brady T. Smith with the nice feed over. Sharon was held. There was going to be a penalty, but he fought off that hold, kept her going, and he has great speed. Goes in, gets in tight on Krawchuk, and then just snaps it into the top of the net. Beautiful goal by Sharon, who's been snake bitten a lot of late, had some great opportunities, and now he converts.
As the Wolves break out of their own zone, DeGian Tommaso gets checked at center ice. Here's Brady R. Smith back the other way, going in with a shot, save, rebound, they score! Hilton goes to the net and is rewarded as the Greyhounds tie it at 2.
Well, there's an example of how you just make that one minor mistake trying to make a pass that's really not there. The Greyhounds intercept the puck at the blue line, and Brady R. Smith, comes in after stealing the puck at the blue line. Gets a good opportunity, nice shot on net. Krawchuk makes the save, but Hilton's there to put the rebound home. As you can see there, the nice shot, and Hilton going to where you should go to get that possible rebound with the shot coming from that angle, and Hilton's in the right spot. Big goal for the Hounds. They tie it up.
Brady Martin looking for Hayes, and that's knocked away, but it comes right back to Martin. He scores! And just like that, the Greyhounds tie it up as the Sudbury Wolves get caught running around.
Yeah, no doubt about it there. The Greyhounds once again take advantage of a little bit of lackadaisical play by the Wolves. Brady Martin had the puck and was kind of loose near him, and he was looking to play it. Two Wolves just kind of skated away from him. Wrong guy to skate away from, by the way.
Yeah, there you see Villeneuve going by.
Feeds it over to Travis Hayes, who wins the battle for the puck, and then flips it over to Marco Munoz. It doesn't get to him, but Brady Martin is there wide open. And no chance for Krawchuk here after he makes the initial stop.
Back to the point, and Villeneuve missed it. Back come the Greyhounds 2-on-1. Hilton with a shot, he scores! Charlie Hilton with his second of the night. Greyhounds lead at 4-3.
Well, once again, just a turnover at the blue line, and Charlie Hilton comes up with the puck, has a line mate with him. Looks like he's going to make the pass, and I think Nate Krawchuk was expecting that, and then Hilton fires away and beats the Sudbury goaltender to make it a 4-3 Greyhounds lead. As you can see, Brady Martin coming up, and Krawchuk's got to be aware of that.
Yeah.
Martin had some good speed in there, and I think he just took his eye off of Hilton when he shot, and Hilton makes him pay for that.
Back to Martin, taking it behind the net. Martin sends it out to Reed at the face-off circle. A shot, scores! Travis Hayes, backdoor, puts it in, and the Greyhounds lead at 5-3.
Wow, that's fantastic puck movement by the Greyhounds on that. The Wolves got the change they wanted to get a tired group off the ice, but the Hounds maintained the pressure in the Sudbury zone and just really patient with the puck, and then some great passes. Brady Martin goes behind the net, feeds across to Chase Reed, who fires it quickly right back, and Travis Hayes parked at the edge of the crease. No chance for Nate Krawchuk on that one. Just a beautiful passing play by three very talented hockey players, and wraps up with the tap in. And that was a hard pass, so Travis Hayes had to make sure he got, good carbon on that one.
Mignosa with the puck to Kuche. Kuche to Brady Martin. Martin from center will backhand it into the empty net, and the Greyhounds lead it by a score of 6-3 with 49 seconds to go in the game.
Well, patient hockey by the Greyhounds with Sudbury having pulled their goaltender. and they win the puck battle deep in their own territory. Take their time in getting it out. The Wolves just couldn't get the pressure on to keep the puck in the Sioux zone. Justin Cloutier puts it up to a guy who's been doing pretty good in putting the puck in the net instead of trying to take a shot on his own. And
tell you what, though, Jim, how about Landon Miller in the last couple minutes? He's made some fantastic saves, especially one on Walton.
Two of them on Walton.
Yeah, two of them on Walton.
Yeah, those were huge. The Wolves were showing that they weren't giving up. The Hounds made a couple of minor miscues and almost cost them a 2-goal lead, and now they're up by 3.
Mignosa, rink wide, it goes to Martin. Back to the point to Reed. Reed with a shot, he scores! Chase Reed let the shot go. It changed direction and goes upstairs on Gillespie, and the Greyhounds are on the board. It's 2-1 Brampton. And we'll have to wait to see if it was deflected, but it definitely changed direction as you see the shot going along the ice, and there it is. And I think Mignosa might have got his stick on it as he went to the front of the net. And yeah, there it is, a beautiful deflection by the Greyhounds' leading scorer, Marco Mignosa. So that comes with just 19 seconds left to go. Long pass, Allard gets in behind the defense, going in on goal, and shot, scores! Owen Allard, with that great speed, gets the Greyhounds back in it. It's 3-2.
Beautiful play, and the Greyhounds have been trying to get something going all night. Newell Nord sees his line mate streaking at center ice past the defenseman, who is kind of a little bit standing still, and yep, Owen Allard goes right by him with his speed, goes in and snaps it home on the blocker side against Braden Gillespie. Big goal for the Hounds that have been frustrated all night and finally get what they've been looking for to get closer to the Steelheads.
And it goes for Martin. Across the line, Martin with a shot, wide of the net, rebound picked up by Travis Hayes. Comes in front, there's a shot, he scored! Marco Mignosa has tied it at 3.
Now the Greyhounds' top line comes to the forefront when necessary. Brady Martin with the hard shot goes off the boards and sits behind the net. Travis Hayes gets the puck behind the net and feeds it out front, and Marco Mignosa picks up the loose puck that for much of this game they weren't getting those breaks of the bouncing puck, and this time they did. It went right onto the stick of Marco Mignosa, and he made no mistake snapping it home. No chance for Braden Gillespie, and Mignosa is at that spot. He's going to score a lot.
And the big defenseman starts out now with that good speed. Here's Reed getting into Barrie territory, goes to the net, centering pass, scores! Well, that's Chase Reed as he threw it towards the net. It hit the pad of Ribbick and bounced across the line, and the Greyhounds are on the board. Getting it over to Reed. Reed winds up with a shot. That stopped. Rebound in front. Greyhounds buzzing all around that Barrie goal. It's back to Reed. He winds up with a shot. Scores! Chase Reed ties it at 2.
Well, the Greyhounds just kept the pressure up, didn't stop at all after the penalty expired, and the Colts just couldn't get the puck, and once again are chasing, and pardon the pun, Chase Reed ends up getting the shot from the blue line and fires it home, but the Hounds were all over Ribbick in the Colts net, in front of the net, creating havoc in front of the net, and they end up getting the goal to tie the game. And I believe it'll go to Chase Reed. I don't think it was redirected.
Yep, Reed with his second goal of the hockey game, and give the Greyhounds credit, they've stayed with it. Puck comes out to the Oshawa line now. Here's a chance for the Greyhounds. Mignosa going in, fires a shot, he scores! Marco Mignosa, and the Greyhounds take a 1-0 lead.
Well, great play in the Hounds' own zone to get the puck out, and they ultimately do. And then Marco Mignosa comes in, and I think Isaac Ravel may have been thinking Mignosa was going to pass, as I believe Brady Martin had jumped up in the play, but Mignosa decides to shoot. One of the best shooters on the Greyhounds. Picks up another goal for him on the season, and he's done some really good work, and that's a big goal as the Greyhounds open the scoring.
32nd goal of the year for the Hounds' leading scorer. As the Generals running around a bit in their own end. Kluche near the blue line to Spencer Evans, and a shot, he scores! Beautiful deflection there. Noel Nord puts it in, and the Greyhounds with a 2-0 lead.
Great patience by Justin Kluche in this sequence as he keeps the puck in the Oshawa territory. Takes a look over to Spencer Evans, and Evans with the one-timer. Noel Nord, who has been snake bit of late, has had numerous glorious opportunities over the last few games. Hasn't been able to convert. Gets his stick on the puck. Nice shot by Evans as he keeps it low.
Yep.
And allowing Nord to get his stick on it easier. And that one tips past Gravel. No chance for the Oshawa goalie, and the Hounds up by 2.
Here's Gillen. Cross-ice pass, Owen Allard's in. Looking for Kluche. Kluche in front, all alone is Nord. A backhand shot, they score! Noel Nord, his second of the night. Greyhounds lead 3-2.
Well, a play that didn't seem like it was going to result in a goal does, as Noel Nord goes to the net and makes a beautiful play to convert the passing play. Owen Allard gets the puck just inside the blue line, chips it ahead to Justin Kluche, and Kluche just tips it over to Noel Nord, and Nord completes the play to put the Greyhounds up on top, 3-2, just over 8 minutes to go in the third.
34-21, the shots on goal in favor of the Oshawa Generals, but Nolan Lalonde has been outstanding in this game, and here you see Kluche getting it to the front of the net, and Nord just slipped it through, and he's all fired up for his second goal of the game.